Autograph albums were usually written or made for school-age girls and young women in the 19th century. Friends, schoolmates, and the owner would fill in the blank pages with poems, prayers, notes of affection and friendship, drawings, signatures, and mementos. These albums contain sentiments and signatures similar to those written in modern school yearbooks. The Modern School Yearbook is a book published annually including to record, highlight, and commemorate the past year of a school. The difference between the two is the autograph album is more family oriented, whereas the yearbook concentrates more on school experiences among fellow students and teachers. An autograph album made through 1883 through 1888 for the Virginian Josie Mayo was created in remembrance of Josie through her family, friends, and notable people's perceptions. Now, this album doesn't specify or describe exactly who Josie was, but we get a good idea on how she lived through the people who knew her. Each person used this album to write or draw meaningful and sentimental notes and pictures that establish a personal bond or relationship with Josie. Interestingly, throughout the album, there were only complimentary and positive messages and drawings. There wasn't one conflicting or negative inscription establishing the flaws in Josie's life. I feel it's appropriate to say that the autograph albums are like obituaries. There is a common understanding to emphasize the remembrance on someone's life in a positive light. Josie's family and friends primarily showed this through their descriptions of her being a heartwarming woman that impacted their lives. This is evident in all the personal poetry and writing in the album. Some examples of this are: her schoolmate wrote, "Remember me early, remember me late, remember me always, your old schoolmate." A close friend portrays her thoughts by writing, "If scribbling in albums, remembrance ensures, with the greatest of pleasures, I'll scribble in yours." Another friend expressed her love by inscribing, "May beauty and truth keep you in youth, green tea and sage preserve your old age." Through these written thoughts and perspectives of Josie, we can see how her family and friends portrayed her. Looking from a different angle through seeing Josie from the individuals who participated in this album, we can interpret certain beliefs and values that were hinted at in some of the messages. For instance, one of her close friends talks about the hope of receiving a husband before she turns 20. This establishes certain accepted and expected values among the friend and Josie, which can even go further to say is accepted among the family. So we not only get to know one person's life, but indirectly we learn about what the family members and friends see to be helpful and inspirational information and advice. Now, not everything in the album can be interpreted or understood. There are cases where people would just draw these beautiful flowers on a page that sometimes didn't have any writing on it. This is where autograph albums and scrapbooks are very similar. Only the author and the person connected to the drawing knows the actual meaning. It brings a personalization to the scrapbook or the autograph album. You formulate memories in different ways that may only make sense to particular people. So in this case, where Josie had a friend draw a pretty flower can only be understood between Josie and the author. We may never know the meaning of the flower or its purpose, or fully understand who Josie Mayo was through all the messages and poems, but we do know is that she had a lot of people who cared about her and they felt it was necessary to formulate a personal album on her life.